Hi everyone, I am Chantal from Growing Up Without Borders. First of all, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. This is our travel traditional segment. We are here with a special guest today. This is Alexander. Say your last name again.
It's really easy, Yepremian.
Yepremian.
Yeah.
And I learned something new.
Yes?
Anything with Ian,
IAN.
IAN is Armenian.
Like Cher is Armenian, her name's Cheryl Sarkisian.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Kevorkian, he was Armenian.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian.
Armenian.
There are a lot of famous Armenians.
Are you famous?
No.
He's famous in the cruise industry. So
you know.
let's say, for example,
Yes.
he is a cruise director here at Sky Princess and Princess Cruises. And how long have you been doing this?
This is my 10th year being a
10th
cruise director, yeah.
So I feel privileged because I get to interview a specialist, and I thought it'd be really interesting to share with you guys some of the top things that he has specialized in and that we can kind of pick his brain.
Yeah, pick away.
So we have questions though that I asked our kids before as well that I didn't tell you yet.
Oh no,
So
don't
at the very
surprise me,
end,
please. Oh God, I'm scared.
It might be bloopers, it may not be, but we will see. So one of the very first thing is why cruise? Why do people cruise in general?
I think the reason why people should cruise, and I think that kind of is associated with, it's a great way to get a great chance to get away, travel the world. The coolest thing is, you know where you're sleeping every night.
Yeah.
You know you're going to be fed every night. It's comfortable, it's safe. So you go out in port anywhere from 6 to 12 hours. Sometimes it's a couple days, but mostly that's the length of a day in port. And you come back, you know where you're going to sleep that night. You don't have to look for a hotel. You have 1,000 different options for food. You're going to get entertainment. So it's a great way to travel the world, but then have that safety net, I guess, of the cruise ship.
It's like huge. For us, this is like going on a holiday. Even though we travel a lot, this is like exactly what you said. We're not thinking about where are we going to sleep, where are we going to eat, this and that and that and that. And it's just like everything's taken care of. And that's half of your travel headaches, if you will,
right.
if you're moving around. And it's a great way to see all the different countries in a short amount of time.
You unpack once.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's amazing.
You're not lugging a suitcase around Rome.
Can you do an all around the world cruise?
Yes, we do a world cruise. We do a couple of them, anywhere from 109 to 121 days. Could you do that?
I would love to do
Amazing. We do it on our smaller ships. We're just now opening one with Princess Cruises, one of our larger ships, and our largest, not the Sky Princess. But you are going to go to these ports of calls that no other cruise lines go to. You spend a week in Antarctica. You do South Africa. It takes you to Australia and then back around to LA. I mean, it's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. We only have just about 100 countries to go before we've traveled to every country in the world. So I think
what's next on your bucket list?
Well, we have to do all the South Pacific,
okay.
And we have to do many African countries, and we have to do all the Middle East. So
how many countries are there in the world?
197.
Is that what it is?
Depends on UNESCO or who's listed it.
Who says what a country is and who's decided? Yeah. Cool.
So there's that. Okay, so let's pretend we are talking to first-time cruisers. What is the most important top 5 or 10 things to do if you're coming on the cruise for the first time, or think about?
Okay, the first thing you have to think about is do your research.
Okay.
There are 1,000 different cruise lines out there, and there's something for everyone.
Okay.
So what you and your family might love about Princess, you might not love about the way the food is done on another cruise line, or the way the rooms are on another cruise line, or the entertainment on another cruise line. So do your research.
So you really have to search the type of ship, the type of line,
the average clientele, because some cruise lines are known for an older clientele,
right,
and some are known for party cruises,
right.
So you have to do your research. That's number one. People always just say, oh, I got a really good deal, so I booked it, and this isn't really for me, or oh, I love this and I lucked out.
Right.
You don't want to just luck out on a cruise,
no,
because you're here for at least a week,
right. And you become almost, I don't want to say family, but you see the same people over and over,
right,
especially if you're on a smaller ship.
Right.
Okay.
So you want to do your research. Then when you get on the ship, you have to do everything. Because your first time on a cruise, you can't just walk on and say, okay, I'm going to go to dinner tonight, and maybe I'll see a show, and then we'll see what happens. You've got to look at whatever the program is of that company, look at the program, go through the night before, highlight things that sound interesting to you, and you want to have a full day.
Right.
Some people come on a cruise to relax and do nothing.
Right.
But if it's your first time, you're most likely wanting to take advantage of every aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
So you find a lot of people on a cruise, on a 7-day cruise, by day 6, are like, oh, I didn't even know you had this restaurant.
Yeah, crazy,
Has this happened
right?
to you yet?
No, because
you've done your research.
We scouted out the whole ship. So
Right.
we went to every nook and cranny we could possibly get to, including trying to get onto the elevators that you're not allowed to get onto. But
don't do that.
I know, so not recommended. But we were.
I have a key if you want to get on.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can we get a special tour?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. What do you want to see?
Well, my kids want to see some of the back end stuff. They're like, they were the ones saying, "Can we get on these elevators?" I'm like, guys.
Yeah, but all it's going to do is take you up and down. That's all it does.
Oh,
Yeah, not that
boring.
exciting.
Okay.
We do on some of our cruises, especially with Princess, on all of our ships, except for because you're on the inaugural season, right, for us. We do something called the Ultimate Ship Tour, which if you can get on it, get on it.
Okay.
You have to be a certain age. It's a 4-hour tour, and it takes you everywhere. It takes you to the bridge. The captain introduces the bridge.
See, that's so cool.
Takes you to the galley. The executive chef shows you around the galley. Takes you backstage in the theater, to the laundry rooms, to the print shop. Takes you to the crew area. Everything. So it's
That's
4
so
hours.
cool.
So if you
Wow.
have an opportunity to do that, take advantage of the Ultimate Ship Tour. And
The
most cruise
Ultimate
lines do
Ship
it.
Tour, it's called.
Right.
Okay,
right,
cool.
Right.
Have you worked with many other cruise lines?
This is my 4th cruise line I've worked for.
Fourth. Okay. So out of all, we have to get back to our first question.
Right, sorry.
Okay, but first, out of all the different ports you've been to, what is your very favorite port?
Okay.
In the world.
In the world, Tallinn, Estonia.
Really?
Yes, exact. Have you been to Estonia yet?
Yes.
Okay, it's beautiful. And
Yes.
people just think, oh, I've never heard of Estonia. I've never heard of Tallinn. It's like this old medieval town where it's like everyone is stuck in the 1700s. So when you go to the restaurant, they give you a fork and knife and they go, "Your weapons, my sir." Like, it's really cool. It's really quirky. Everyone's really nice. They're all beautiful people.
Oh yeah, they're gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's annoying. So Tallinn, Estonia is one. I have two, sorry. Tallinn,
Okay.
Estonia, and Kotor, Montenegro.
My favorite
right?
as well. Kotar is the most beautiful place in the world.
In the world. And no one even really, Americans at least, don't really know about Montenegro or Kotor especially.
Well, to be honest, I think it's like inundated with tourists when you go because of the cruise lines.
Yes.
So
if you
go on an off day
Right.
when the cruises aren't there, but it's amazing.
It's amazing. Beautiful.
It's amazing.
These fjords. Did you go to Lady of the Rock Church?
Up above.
No.
No?
It's like a little island.
No.
Oh, if
We
you
missed
go to
out.
Kotor, Montenegro, Lady of the Rock Church is this magical little island. I'll tell you the story off camera, but there's this beautiful story of how it was created.
Okay.
Or just do your research on Lady of the Rock in Kotor, Montenegro.
We went all the way up the mountain,
Yes.
and you get the most beautiful sunsets and the most.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I could live there.
Yeah.
It's not expensive either.
No.
Just if you're thinking about it.
It's a really good
Yeah,
country
yeah.
to live in.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your most favorite cruise itinerary?
Oh no, after 10 years? Oh gosh, so many. I would say, okay, for first time cruisers,
Yeah.
the easy way out is Caribbean.
Okay.
It's the easy way out. It's, the ports are really easy, it's the beach, but the best thing for first time cruisers, no matter where you're from in the world, is Alaska.
Alaska?
Doing a 7-day Alaska cruise from either Seattle or Vancouver.
Isn't that for old people?
No.
No?
No.
Everyone in the world, comment below if this is what you think. Most people think Alaska, old people.
No, it is so beautiful. If you like Kotor, Montenegro,
Yeah.
Have you been to Alaska yet?
No.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
your kids would love it.
Really?
Because you're going to see
have to go.
bald eagles, you're going to see moose, you're going to see bears, you're going to see...
We're from Canada, don't forget. Or maybe you didn't know that.
Well, then don't go to Alaska. No, you're going to see the most incredible wildlife. The ports are really cute, they're really small, easy to get around.
Okay.
You're going to get the history of the gold rush era in every port you go to, which is a
nice.
big thing for American,
Yeah,
maybe
history.
not Canadians, but for Americans, the gold rush era was a big deal. You
Huge.
guys too, yeah.
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 We're kind of the same, sort of.
No. No, we're not.
Totally different.
No, we're totally different. But yeah, if you get a chance to do Alaska, do only a 7-day Alaska. The 10-day is good when you've experienced Alaska before.
Okay.
But a 7-day Alaska cruise, I did it last year, and out of 3,200 guests, 2,700 were first-time cruisers.
Wow.
Very young. It was a very young cruise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well
'Cause
that's
it's so
something
beautiful.
new I didn't know about.
So beautiful, yeah.
Good. Cool. Okay, so then back to our first question.
Yes.
What are some of the top things that people should think about when they're coming onto a cruise? If it's their very first time, what are some good tips to give them?
Okay, so I said do your research,
Yeah.
take advantage of every aspect of it,
Yeah.
and kind of go with the flow. So I want you
I
to,
like that.
I would love for you to make a list of everything you want to do, but if you miss it, so what? There are 30 to 50 activities every single day.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get to see and do all of them. But just enjoy the fact that you're here. Sea days are great to just...
Yeah.
Because the ports are very, very intensive. Also, when you come on the ship, first thing I would do is look at the shore excursions or do it in advance and see what the towns have to offer. Whether you want to do them and book them with the company you cruise with or do them on your own.
Right.
Because the worst thing is when guests, I'm standing on the gangway and guests say, what should we do today?
And it's like,
And you need to do your research on
Too
the ports
last
as well.
minute.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would definitely say just enjoy.
so it sounds like a lot of pre-travel planning before you get on.
I
So
think.
that you know what.
I think it's good with any place, anytime you go on a vacation, but
Yeah.
especially a cruise, because we take you there. We give you all the tools to
Enjoy.
it.
Yeah.
But when you're off in port, you're either on your own figuring it out, or you booked with a shore excursion.
Yeah.
With one of every cruise line in the world. Same thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Let me think of what else I
Okay.
can ask you.
Yes.
What are some of, I don't know, share some personal
Excuse
good
me,
stuff.
how personal are we
I don't
going?
know. I was just here. You've got like all the insights. He's got like all the
My
juicy,
brain is
good
full
stuff.
of juicy cruise
One
information.
question we did have for you,
Yeah.
because we were all talking about Alexander, and we see him all the time, all
Sorry
over the
about
ship,
that.
all
Sorry.
hours of the day, presenting every single event and show and everything. And we're like, how does he do it? Do you sleep?
What's
do you
that?
get little amounts? See, he doesn't even know the
No.
word sleep.
What's that?
So that's our question.
Okay,
yeah.
so
how do you do it?
we're very lucky on this ship. You're on the Sky Princess, the inaugural season. So I have a cruise staff, 6 of them, who
Mm-hmm. Okay.
are amazing. I have 6 assistant cruise directors who are the
Assistant.
best assistant
Oh.
cruise directors,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So they are the best of the best in the fleet. I mean, they are
Okay.
phenomenal, very creative. So whatever I can't get to, because I can't do 17 events in 1 hour.
Right.
The cruise staff, all the assistant cruise directors will do that.
Gotcha.
For me, a sea day is my favorite because I start at 9 a.m. and I finish at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I have like, an hour break here, 10-minute break here.
And his
it's-
hour break is sharing information with you guys.
But
This
I'm
is
really,
so crazy.
I'm really intrigued by what you guys are doing in your family. I think it's really impressive.
Thank you.
And we started following each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we didn't really talk about it afterward. But I was doing a game show and I saw you. I was like, I love you guys. I love what you're doing in the middle of the game show because I think I'm really not
funny.
impressed. And I don't mean to be patronizing, but I'm really proud of you guys for doing this. I think it's a really
Aw,
cool thing
thank
you're doing with
you.
your family. Yeah.
Thank you.
And they're very lucky, your kids. Would you like to adopt me?
We would love to.
Okay, great.
Yay.
Mom! But we're the same age. That's awkward. Yes, so so I do get sleep. Cruise directors, we do on most companies we do 4 months on, 2 months off.
Okay.
So we work 8 months out of the year and we have 4 months off.
Right.
And in those 4 months, we do nothing.
So yeah,
We catch
you,
up on
you
our sleep.
know that you're going to go. So it takes a certain character, I think, and a certain age maybe to be able to do
No.
it. Or
It's
a
all
certain
up
amount
here.
of certain amount
Age
of,
is up here,
Well, yeah, that's true.
right?
That's true.
Because we have cruise
I'm
directors.
70.
You look amazing. I tell every woman, lie about your age, but go older.
Oh, right.
Because we would say, you look great for your age. If you said you were 21, I'd be like, ooh, rough life. But if you said 70, wow, you look good.
Fantastic.
No, we have cruise directors of all different ages. We have, one that's 26, and we
Yep.
have one that's, in their 70s. And I think it's all up here, and you have to genuinely love what you do, because otherwise it's
Yeah.
people can see through it. People
Yeah.
can see through the phony.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Angelique's here. Angelique, did you have a special question for him that you wanted to ask?
No.
No, not
Story
on
of my
camera.
life. No one really cares about me, and we've decided that.
No, that's fantastic. Okay, so
Yes.
then in the working quarters, they have their own fun area and
Right.
their own bar. I think people want to know those kind of things. Like, what do the staff do when they're not working? They have fun activities that they do.
Right.
They socialize quite a bit.
Right. If
Right?
you want to
It's
know
like-
anything about how the life is
think-
as a crew member, then you get a job on a ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go find
No,
it for yourself.
everything that you guys have up here, we have down below, but it's not really down below. We have our own crew quarters, so
Uh-huh.
everyone has their own cabins. We have a lot of doubles, so 2-person cabins, a few 3 and a few 4, but most of them are 2.
Okay.
And then officers and above have their own.
Okay.
We have what's called Isaac's, which is obviously the Love Boat was filmed on Princess Cruises, and the bartender was called Isaac. So our
Okay.
crew recreational room is called Isaac's.
Okay.
So we've got a place where we can relax and chill out. We've got foosball tables and ping pong tables and pool tables, and we've got a DJ and a dance floor, and the crew staff will host trivias and game shows for the crew.
So they don't sleep either.
What's that?
They
I'm
don't-
telling
the
you, we don't know
staff.
that word. I don't know why you think that's okay. No, we do. According to all laws and regulations, we do have to have a certain amount of sleep.
Right.
And everything's calculated by our rest hours. So we don't type in how many hours we worked. We type in how many hours we rested.
Really?
Yeah. So it's the opposite of most people.
Oh, like a truck driver, I guess, maybe?
I've never been a truck driver.
I don't
can't
know.
drive.
I just assume they have to sleep so many hours as
Yeah,
well, or
yeah.
rest so many hours as well. So
Yeah, same here.
cool. Okay, so one other question.
Yeah.
There's all these new ships being built, and they're already pre-booked. Like, people are booking them in advance. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So is it something that gets sold out fast,
Oh,
or is it
gosh,
something
yeah.
that people get so excited about that they already book, or is it an addictive type
Oh,
of? Is
that's
this like
a
an
good-
addictive sport? Because I can see ourselves getting really addicted
Yeah.
to this type of travel. Because we usually go hardcore, so this is
This is a nice
really
chill,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you do one cruise and you like it and you do your second, you're stuck. You're going to be cruising forever.
Okay.
You're either going to love cruising or not love cruising.
So for all those you guys watching that have never done a cruise, just beware. It's kind of
It's
like
addictive. It is addictive.
gambling, or
No, it's
coffee.
not
It's
gambling.
like coffee. You try
I've
it
had
and then
17 cruises this morning. I am Buzz. Yes, no, yeah. It is very addictive. Our guests, especially with Princess Cruises, they will book in advance. So this is the inaugural season of Sky Princess. Our next ship is the Enchanted Princess. The next one is Discovery Princess.
Okay.
Discovery Princess, the inaugural is already sold out.
Wow, yeah.
And that's in a year and a half.
And a lot of the people that I'm meeting on the elevator, they've been already here for the last however amount of time.
A lot of people book
and then
2
they're
months.
like, right. And I'm like, so you're living on a cruise ship? I mean, that's amazing.
It's cheaper to live on a cruise ship than to live at home or in a nursing home. So there are some people, not on Princess Cruises anymore, but there are some people who live on cruise ships.
That's amazing. And you have way more fun more fun.
It's all here. We have our own medical facility. So
Right.
we've got 2 doctors, 2 paramedics, 6 nurses. We have triage. We have everything you need in a hospital. We've got entertainment. We've got food. We've got a place for you to stay. We're taking you around the world. Like, why wouldn't you want to live on a cruise ship?
Okay, sign me up.
Sorry, kids. You're taking care of yourself now.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
okay,
great.
well, any last piece of information that
Well, you said
wanna
you had silly
share,
questions
or-
from your kids.
Well,
or were they
some of the-
too silly?
And well, okay, some of the silly questions that
silly.
my kids wanted to know is like, is there really a morgue still on the ships?
Yes.
There's a morgue, and on some of the
Unfortunately,
past
there's-
ones there was jails.
So,
so there's no
Some cruise lines still have a brink.
brink.
Yeah, and I've been in one.
Oh, yeah?
Because I asked to go in to see what it was like. It was
Yeah.
awful.
It was it. Yeah.
It's just a white. It's awful. But we on Princess Cruises we don't. But on certain cruise lines you do, and it's just a white closet basically with like a little mat on the floor and no door handle to the door. It's really You don't do anything that's going to put you there.
Get you in there.
Don't be silly. I know you guys have a YouTube channel and you've got a great Instagram, but don't do things
That are illegal.
are illegal because we
Okay.
are a city, we are a town. We've got our own security officers. We have to run this place like a town.
Right.
So if you do something naughty,
Wouldn't be us. We wouldn't do that. Okay, one of the other questions the girls wanted to know is like, have you experienced, I'm sure over the 10 years, like people dying on a cruise that you had to deal with and stuff like that?
unfortunately, it's a fact of life, and people
And it happens.
unfortunately pass away. I can't tell you the number on an average cruise, but in my 10 years, I would say 10 years times 4 times 7. Hold on, let's do the math. I've done over 500 cruises,
Wow.
and I would say I've experienced at least 300. Unfortunately, people passing away.
So it happens.
It happens. We're a
happens.
town, right?
Right. They're a city
yeah.
on a ship.
Yeah.
On a
We are a city,
sea.
aren't we?
Yeah.
6,000 people.
It's crazy.
We are.
Well,
You don't
that's-
feel it though, do you, on this ship? A lot of people.
Not at all.
No.
Actually, it feels, I wouldn't say the word empty, but you do not feel like there's that many people on this ship at all. And we're at sea today, and you would think that it would be like packed
Busy
everywhere, but
everywhere.
it feels like just comfortable, It's really nice.
I'll tell you why. Some cruise lines have that big open area in the middle of the ship.
Yeah.
The way Princess has done it, which is really quite good, they've done little nooks and crannies everywhere.
Yeah.
So right now we're in Crown Grill, one of our restaurants, that on the sea day we turn into like our gaming room.
Uh-huh.
So you have 100 people in here, that takes out 100 people out of another, right? So it's all broken up, which is really good.
Yeah.
And entertainment, you've got to come to the entertainment. Tonight's the big night, you know that, right?
There's a dance-off tonight.
Well, that's important. Do You Want to Dance is very important. But rock opera tonight.
Oh, yeah? Is it really good? I've never heard of it before.
Okay, so this is
I'm
what I was saying about do your research before you come on a ship. This show is the best show I've seen in 10 years of cruising.
Really?
It features Brian Justin Crumb from America's Got Talent.
Okay.
You're Canadian, so you wouldn't
I
know.
don't know.
America's Got Talent. And then we've got the Stars of the Sky Princess, the Sky Princess Orchestra, and it is 3 songs from The Greatest Showman. It's all rock music from 80s rock, modern rock. I mean, it is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to be there.
It's mind-blowing.
Oh my gosh. I just want to thank you so much for sharing this information,
Yeah, of
for
course.
being on Growing Up Without Borders. If someone wants to follow you, they can follow you under Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah, Cruise Director Alexander. Super easy. Cruise Director Alexander, no spaces, no dashes.
I'll put the link below.
And my YouTube link is nowhere near as good as yours. My YouTube channel is not anywhere near as good as yours.
it
So
the
don't
same
even
handle?
look. No, don't even look at it.
Okay. Follow
Just
him on
pretend it doesn't
Instagram.
exist.
And thank you so much for giving us
Thank
some
you.
insight. If you have questions, comment below and we'll respond as fast as we can.
And you need to, all of you, do what they're doing. I think this is the coolest thing I've ever heard a family do. So all of you need to do this. Take your
Thank
kids out of
you.
school.
Yes. And before you stop watching the video, make sure you subscribe because we are going to bring you to every country in the world.
So jealous.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.